Welcome back to the Utah State Dynasty here on College Football 25 as we look to bounce back after a devastating loss in the last episode against 19th ranked Tulane. It was a really poor offensive performance for us as true freshman quarterback Stephen Beebe threw 2 interceptions, and on the ground we did struggle to get it going. Gabe Shudak did his thing through the receiving department, and then defensively we came away with a couple of sacks, and then Braden Pope with an interception. Overall, I think the defense played really well, the offense struggled, and that is why Jeremiah Tobias will be making his first start of the season. He is coming off of an injury that he sustained in the bowl game a season ago, and he hasn't really gotten any playing time this year because he was out for the first 3 games. Well, he's going to get the start today because I think that he offers a little bit more than the 2 true freshman quarterbacks do. And we're going to be taking on 7th ranked Cal as they have become one of our biggest rivals in the series so far. Them and Washington State, and we've had some battles with Cal. Donald Stacy is their best player on offense, and this guy reminds me a lot of Deebo Samuel. He can do pretty much anything. Obviously, we're not going to see him receive handoffs because the game doesn't have formations where you can put a receiver in the backfield, but he offers that skill set for sure. And then defensively, this is a really good group, and Marcus Fallen is the #1 guy on that defense, a former 5-star, and he does just about everything well for that Cal defense. As we will get the football first in this game as we're wearing our black uniforms with the blue helmet this time, as Alex Lincolnbach will take this one up to the 22-yard line, and that'll bring out Jeremiah Tobias. As here we are, 1st and 10. Daniel Jones gets to start at running back today, and he's going to be taken down by Marcus Fallen, and he's also shaken up on the play. So the true freshman gets his first career start, and he's out after 1 play. Here's Tyler Sexton on 2nd down, and he's going to pick up a 1st down and pushed out of bounds by Fallen. You're going to be hearing his name a lot in this game as Xavier Blunt takes this one up the middle, and it's a good run for the sophomore running back. Dealing with a hip issue is Daniel Jones. He should be able to return to this game as Xavier Blunt will pick up the 1st down and taken down by Fallen. At the 49-yard line now, Tobias drops back. Tobias will get out of the pocket and dump this one off to his running back, Xavier Blunt, who picks up good yardage. Guess who he was tackled by? 3rd and inches, the fullback dive to Taylor Gainwell, and it's a 1st down for the Aggies offense. As Cal with another injury on this opening possession. Tobias getting out of the pocket now, across his body, throws, and it's caught by Darrell Ferkser. I had no idea that Darrell Ferkser's speed is up to 91 overall now. From the 14-yard line, Tobias throws this one, and Gabe Shudak has his first catch of the game. Or my fault, that's his 2nd catch of the game. 2nd and goal, give to Blunt, and he is taken down for a loss and also shaken up on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and goal. Here is Tobias getting out of the pocket. Tobias throws this one, nearly intercepted. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal, and we're going for it. Lehman up the middle, touchdown, Utah State. As we score on our opening possession here, and you need to be able to do that when you're playing a team like Cal because we know how explosive their offense can be. As here is Dom Kraus at quarterback. We saw him play a little bit last year in the conference championship game due to an injury to their starter, and he's been their full-time starter so far this season. As this one is caught by Cantu, the tight end across midfield, as Juan Lima is shaken up after that play. Christian Chosen is the running back for Cal, and he gets to give on 1st down and picks up good yardage to the 36-yard line. Cal really doesn't run the ball all that much, but they do have some success with it. As this one's thrown out, and it's a 1st down, as that is Clay Sylvan on the reception. Here's Kraus setting up the screen now, and there's Stacy. Donald Stacy has a 1st down, and he's fighting through tacklers, and he's taken down at the 20-yard line. Donald Stacy has a lot of potential to be a future star on Sundays, as Christian Chosen takes this one inside the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal now for Dom Kraus. 4-man rush, he steps up in the pocket. Kraus is going to score. Cal with a perfect answer here in the 1st quarter to tie this one up at 7 apiece. As we'll take over at the 23-yard line, it is Deshaun Lehman in the backfield, and he's got a 1st down carry taken down by Fallen at the 34-yard line. Tobias throws this one to Shudak, as he is really good at that stick route, and that's our favorite route to run with the senior tight end. Tobias now, the curl is cut by Tyquan Garrett, and he breaks the tackle. Tyquan Garrett pushed out of bounds at the 32-yard line, and the true freshman has his biggest play of his career so far. 2nd and 10 now, throwing this one deep to Shudak, and he can't come down with it. Pass broken up in the end zone, and that brings up 3rd and 10. Tobias throws the curl route, and it is dropped by the freshman receiver, Tyquan Garrett, as here's a 49-yard field goal attempt for the true freshman kicker, and it is good. Utah State takes a 10-7 lead on the leg of Manu Villalobos. 52 seconds remaining. Here is a screen on 1st down for Cal, and it's a 1st down and much more, but a penalty flag down will bring this one back. It's a holding on the offense. That backs him up. 2nd and 16 now. Chosen with a good little run right there of 8 yards, as that will make it 3rd and 8. As Garrison jumps into the neutral zone. It's a free play for Cal, and it's broken up by Mike Perkins, but it does not matter. It will move them 5 yards closer to the 1st down. Here is the 3rd and 3. Dom Kraus, here's some pressure, and he has an open man, and it's a 1st down across midfield. Katapanu brings down Ronnie Edmond, but not before picking up a chunk play. Here's Christian Chosen on 1st down. He takes it to the outside, and he's going nowhere. A flag is down, and it's going to be another holding on that Cal offensive line. 1st and 20 now. Here's the throw to Sylvan. He's got space to the outside, and Sylvan's got a 1st down. An excellent 1st and 20 play. 4-man rush here. Kraus throws this one underneath to Stacy, and he picks up 9 yards, taken down by B.J. Garrison. Redshirt freshman getting some playing time. As Chosen takes this one in for a loss, as Cordell Lawson gets into the backfield. 3rd and 2 across the middle, and it's broken up by Cordell Lawson, making plays on back-to-back plays, and their field goal attempt is no good. So Cal comes away empty-handed after a really solid possession, and we take over at the 20-yard line. Here's Tobias stepping up, throws to the running back, Deshaun Lehman, and he'll pick up 7 yards. Here's Gainwell motioning out. Lehman the give. Deshaun Lehman will take this one for a solid pickup of 7, as that'll move the chains. 1st down now for Tobias. 4-man rush. He throws this one. It's cut by Lehman, as Deshaun Lehman takes this one up to midfield, his 2nd catch on the drive. Here's Tobias now getting out of the pocket. Jeremiah Tobias has good speed, and he has a 1st down and more to the 33-yard line, a scramble of 17 yards. 2nd down now. Tobias getting out of the pocket. Throws this one. The comeback route is caught by Haslam inside the 5-yard line, but Angel LeMay is going to get called on a holding. That backs him up. 3rd and 18 now. Here's Tobias. Comeback route to Garrett, and it is broken up at the sticks. Excellent coverage, and that's going to force a punt. Cal takes over now. 1st and 10, and KZ gets into the backfield for the sack. An excellent play by Bobby KZ, the senior defensive tackle and former 3-star recruit. 2nd and 16 now. Chosen up the middle, and he's going to pick up 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Nearing the 2-minute timeout, here's Dom Kraus in the pocket. Throws this one. It's caught by the tight end, Cantu, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Ball at the 20 now. 5-man rush. Here's B.J. Garrison. He gets the sack. The redshirt freshman, B.J. Garrison, facing a pass-heavy offense. I wanted to get a better coverage linebacker out there, and B.J. Garrison gets the sack. So 3rd and 12 now. Time running down on the play clock, and Chosen's going to take this one for a pickup of 8. Cal getting a little conservative here. Utah State will call a timeout and take over at the 28. Here is Tobias, and this one's caught by Lehman. Deshaun Lehman has space inside the 30-yard line. A juke move inside the 20. Deshaun Lehman has Utah State set up inside the red zone. Just like that, one play, and Jeremiah Tobias and Deshaun Lehman connect. This one's thrown and caught by Gabe Shudak for a touchdown. An excellent play call right there. A little bit of an RPO pop pass. Shudak is able to get over the top of the defense, and Jeremiah Tobias with an excellent pass extends this Utah State lead heading into the half. 17-7, the Aggies lead. Jeremiah Tobias looked really good in that first half. He was extremely accurate. He had one play earlier where he kind of lofted it up and nearly intercepted, but that was kind of a weird situation. It was a bullet pass, but he lobbed it for whatever reason. And this one's intercepted by Mike Perkins to begin the second half. I forgot that even happened. Obviously, I was talking all nonchalantly as Mike Perkins, our slot corner, with another interception here, his third of the season, and he continues to make plays. Tobias keeps it on the counter, and he's going to take this one for 6 yards to the 14-yard line. Utah State looking for a score. 2nd and 4, and it's caught by Deshaun Layman again as Marcus Fallen picks up his 5th tackle of the ball game. 2nd down now, give to Layman up the middle, and he's down at the 1-yard line. Deshaun Layman, 5 carries, 24 yards. Here is Shudak on the keeper, and Shudak's going to score, but a flag is down. Steve Giraldo gets called for a holding right before Shudak crossed the goal line. 3rd and goal from the 11. Tobias to the end zone, and Sexton hangs on to it. Tyler Sexton with the score. And Utah State extends their lead. You watch this one back right here. I don't know how Sexton came down with it. He was leveled and was able to hold on and get a foot down. A 24-7 lead for Utah State as Christian Chosen takes this one to the outside. A good pickup. We know that Cal likes to run the ball to begin second halves against us, as Sylvan will take this one for a first down to the 48-yard line, trying to get anything going here on offense as they have struggled so far in this game. As this one's caught by Donald Stacy, and he creates separation. Into the red zone goes Cal. 2nd and 3 now at the 10-yard line. Play fake, toes this one. It's caught for a touchdown by Clay Sylvan. Cal also really likes to call those bubble screens, those bubble screen RPOs. And if you're not running man defense, you can get burnt. 1st and 15 now for Tobias after a penalty. And this one is dropped by Gabe Shudak. An uncharacteristic mistake by Shudak as Layman's taken down for a loss now. Cal getting some life here. 3rd and 19 at the 16-yard line. Tobias steps up in the pocket, throws it deep, and it's caught by Shudak. Can he outrun the defense? Touchdown Utah State. Gabe Shudak with the biggest play of the season. And an excellent pass by Jeremiah Tobias. A tight spiral, inaccurate yet again, and Utah State responds, reclaiming that 17-point lead as Cal begins with a screen to Chosen, and he'll pick up good yardage. 2nd and 1 now. Kraus stows this one, caught for a first down across midfield to the 45-yard line. 3rd quarter starting to wind down here. Kraus play fake. Kraus has time, throws this one, it's caught. Into the red zone goes Cal as Dom Kraus with 272 yards passing. 2nd and 6, and it's intercepted by Andres Sosa. The 2nd interception for this ball-hawking defense. Utah State continues to force turnovers. They've not forced a fumble yet, but they've had plenty of interceptions to go around as Andres Sosa picks up his 3rd interception of the season. And Utah State really has a chance now to put this game away potentially. On 3rd down, Deshaun Layman picks up the first down to the 29-yard line. This is a crucial drive for this Utah State team. Here's Devontae Haslam now on the pitch play, and he's going to pick up good yardage. And Jeremiah Tobias has now gone over 300 yards passing. 3rd and 2, Blunt up the middle, and he's got a first down. Remember, Daniel Jones and Xavier Blunt have dealt with some injuries in this game. Blunt gets the screen on 3rd and 7, and Blunt's going to pick up a first down and run over the defender to the 38-yard line. Here's Daniel Jones in the game now. Jones picks up 7 yards. 3rd down and 1. Blunt up the middle. He's got another first down. Just taking time off the clock as Steve Giraldo's a little shaken up after that play. 2nd and 7 now. Throws this one to Darrell Ferkser. Breaks a tackle, and Ferkser breaks another tackle. And I think he got a poor spot there. 3rd down and 3. Give to Blunt up the middle, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. 4th down upcoming, and Utah State's going to go for it. Man in motion is Sexton. Tobias takes this one to the left. Tobias pitches it to Sexton, and he runs out of bounds. I think if Tyler Sexton's able to keep his footing right there, that's a touchdown. Still a 17-point lead as Cal takes over to the 33 and throws this one to Roderick Cantu, the tight end, as he takes it to midfield. Cal would need to score 3 times and hope for a couple of onside kicks. Here's one opportunity, as this one's going to be a touchdown for Cal. Ronnie Edmond breaks the tackle of the defensive back and is able to scamper his way into the end zone. So Cal cuts into that lead, only trailing by 10 now as they set up for the onside kick. And it is recovered by Pat Snow, and Utah State will take over in Cal territory. 1st down now, Daniel Jones the back. Daniel Jones to the outside. Daniel Jones will score. The true freshman running back was dealing with some injuries early in the game, comes in and ends this game. A huge touchdown for the freshman running back, and that will put Utah State up by 17 yet again. And that should give us a victory. 1:58 to go. Kraus sets up the screen to Donald Stacy, and he's going to pick up a 1st down to the 19-yard line. At this point, Cal would need a miracle. 4th down, Kraus underneath, and it's caught for a 1st down inside the 10-yard line. But they continue to take time off the clock. Nearly a minute to go. Here's Dom Kraus, throws this one to the back corner of the end zone, and it's intercepted by Eric Drake. The 3rd INT for this Utah State defense, and that officially ends this game. 3 interceptions for the Aggies defense, and they continue to intercept quarterbacks, and that is considered an upset victory, but I gotta say, we were the better team by far. Jeremiah Tobias put up a really good stat line. I'm talking like, that's elite level stat line. And after a performance like that, he's going to continue to be the starter for this offense. I like Stephen Beebe. I like what Anthony Tobin can bring to the table, but I think that the veteran presence of Jeremiah Tobias is unmatched at the moment. He was lights out, and he was really accurate. Like I said, there was one play where early in the game where he kind of floated it in the end zone, and it looked like it was going to be intercepted. The defender dropped it. I held the button down. It should have been a bullet pass. I don't think it has anything to do with his ratings or my skill. I honestly think in that situation, there was some kind of input delay or input lag or something. It was the game that really messed up at the end of the day. We knew coming into this game that Cal was going to throw the ball for a bunch of yards. We knew they were going to do that. The expectation when you play Cal is you're probably not going to hold their quarterback under 300 yards passing. They tried to run the ball, but Christian Chosen wasn't given the opportunities that he needed. And I think that they fell behind because of mistakes early in the game, and that forced them to have to pass the ball even more. Gabe Shudak with another incredible stat line. Tyler Sexton with a touchdown in this game. Only 2 catches for him, though. And then Devontae Haslam and Tyquan Garrett each had 1 catch. No sacks allowed on that offensive line, and it was 10 total tackles for slot corner Mike Perkins. 2 TFLs for KZ, and he had a 1.5 sack day performance. But the huge thing to really talk about is the 3 interceptions that we had, as that will move us back up to number 8 in the country. We were ranked 5th before the upset loss to Tulane. We have moved back up to 8. I want to bring in Scott Flavors, the number 1 defensive tackle recruit, on a visit here very soon. And then for Fidu Vakapuna, you got Ohio State making some leaps. We're unable to bring him in on a visit in the near future. We're going to remove him from our board. Zach Polk is the same thing. He's got visits coming up for Alabama, West Virginia, and Ohio State. This will end before we get a chance to bring him in. We are going to end that battle for 99 speed Zach Polk. Kerry Smith will now become a focus player for us, and we'll bring him in on a visit here in the future. Eric Bars at guard is somebody that I was considering taking off the board for a second, but I honestly think that we're still in a good position for him. We're going to go ahead and give the hard sell. He doesn't like our academic prestige, but I think he likes our coach prestige in the proximity to home. Dominique Sapp, USC, is really close to being able to bring him in, and we're not going to be able to bring him in on a visit until week 11. We will not get there, so we're going to remove him from our board to free up some more hours. With those hours, we're going to focus on guys like Lorenzo Grubb, a strong safety that we actually have a chance at bringing in, and we can bring him in on a visit. I think at the moment for recruiting, I had to take some guys off the board that I didn't want to. Mainly the corner that had 99 speed. I didn't want to have to take him off the board, but it is what it is. There's some guys on the board that I really like in Smith and Hunter, and I think both those guys could be just as good. We have plenty of defensive tackles still left on the board, as we knew that corner and defensive tackle was a focus for this recruiting class. We also have guys like David Kugbila, who's a top 10 recruit in the nation and athlete who could play a plethora of positions, but probably looks to be better on the offensive line than the defensive line. We are close to some commitments here, as Loudermilk and Granger are probably going to be our first couple of commitments of the season. We've had to wait a little bit, but it is what it is. Larry Wooten is set to have a visit in week 10, but he's actually going to have a visit in like week 12 or week 11. I can't remember. I had to take him off the board and then re-offer him a scholarship, redo the visit. But he is the lone quarterback that we have on our recruiting board at the moment. Looking at the schedule moving forward, we play some weak teams here in the next 3 games, and that begins on the road against our rival BYU. A really good opportunity to separate ourselves in the conference standings and get some momentum heading into that back part of the season, and then hopefully into the college football playoff. But that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.